This the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, broadcasting live on weekends, exclusively on Facebook and the Four Walls Foundation YouTube channel. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you. Welcome. It's a nice Saturday, right? It's not too bad, but it's a beautiful Saturday morning. My name is Doc Bryce. I'm here with my brothers here. I got host MB. I think I said one of those. Start shortening, right? I got host MB, another host CB. There we go. You know what I'm saying? We are the new Let's Get It, along with FB. Okay. We are the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. Broadcasting live on weekends, so we happy to be here. And you know what? I got my. We see. I got my. Listen, and let me be clear. I'm still a very, very, very loyal Giants fan. I don't want you to get it twisted, but I am representing Jalen Hurts because I felt like he was getting killed in the media, and something. My little telekinetic power said, you know what, yo, you know what, just support him. So I'm supporting him. But anyway, let's start with MB. MB, how you been doing, brother?
I'm doing well, man. Everything's good. School this week, first week of school, made it through. Okay. You know, I said to myself, because, everybody, we're trying to work out, trying to stay healthy.
That's right.
Get healthy, whatever you want to say. So I was getting up and working out before school.
Nice.
It's tough.
How did it? Okay, so when you started Wednesday?
So I started so we had in-service on Tuesday, so I started
Tuesday. Okay. When did it get a little easier?
When did what get easier? It hasn't gotten easier. So I'll say this, like waking up I'm fine, right, like getting up. Movement. And then it's not even that. It's around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, where I'm like, yo, I'm done.
Okay, so you heard him.
I'm done. So my body's still trying to make that transition, but it's been good. School back in slow.
That's what's up.
Just right back at it, but all's good.
That's what's up. CB, man, how you doing? Now I know you know about that early morning flow,
That's what I do. I can't because I can't. I'm coaching all year round, all three sports. There's no way that I'm going to go to work, teach kids, go to practice, and then come home and try to work out. I know myself. Right. That ain't happening. When I get home from practice, after work and after practice, it's time for a little nightcap, a little relaxation,
right,
a little TV, whatever, some games, and go to bed. So if I'm going to get it done, and I know I have to get it done, you know what I'm saying? It has to be in the morning. So that's the only way I can get it done. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. The other than that, everything's been good.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we back. We started Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, after the works holiday in the United States. You know what I'm saying? The kids came Thursday. So everything's good. You know what I'm saying? We had our first game. Friday night, you know what I'm saying? Friday Night Lights.
Last night.
Last night. Yeah. We played. We didn't play bad, but we made too many mistakes. Play Washington Township. They're a good team. I think they're ranked number 3 in South Jersey right now.
Wow.
The final score was 28-7, but it was 14-7 with about 7 minutes left in the third quarter. So we definitely saw some good things, some things we can clean up, need to work on. I was telling Coach before we started, we had 2 starters down.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Not making excuses, but it's not like a train wreck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like any losses, but some losses are definitely worse than other losses.
Got you.
And this loss right here is not one of those like, we might not win a game.
Right, but you're still very confident.
Right.
You're very confident.
Facts.
All right, so listen. Definitely apologies to y'all losing and stuff. But you know the losing part. I mean, you've been coaching. Y'all been coaching years. But one thing that we can find solace in is that one of our teams.
Did he say ours?
The Eagles last night.
2 of our teams.
All right, so listen, let's start off with some football, man. First of all, listen, isn't it like a good thing that football is back? Let's just not try. You know what? Let me stop everything and just give them some claps.
Yes.
All right. Football is back. Okay, we've been missing it.
Yes.
And you know what? I kind of like the whole playing in Brazil, and it wasn't. It's a lot of people. You know what I thought about when I saw the people? I say, getting out of there. You know how I don't know how y'all do, right? I don't know how I don't know how y'all do, but if a game is in hand,
I'm out.
I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So okay, market, okay. And
we all went to the game together. I think
you was like, oh yeah, look. And let the record show. Let the record show he left very early. So, let that record show. Okay. But no, you shake your head though, MB.
I just enjoy the atmosphere. No matter what's happening, I enjoy that atmosphere.
Okay.
I enjoy and I'm not like
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm not like sitting in traffic, that doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not one of those people like, let's go. Like, that's not me.
Okay.
I'm ready. I have no problem taking my time getting out of there. Oh, come on. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you got it. Like, that's not me. So, like, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me.
That makes me laugh, man.
I know exactly why it makes me laugh.
Me and
that game. That same game.
We left the same time.
Same time.
I promise you. I think I called him or he called me, and I'm like, he was like, yeah, man, damn, it's traffic. I said, wait a minute, hold up. You still in I'm at the crib.
Jay was at home, and I hadn't got out of the parking lot
yet. At the parking lot.
And he's already home.
I'm at the crib, son.
I'm like, what? But yeah, I take my time walking to the car. Like, I'm in no rush, man.
That's what's up.
I just enjoy that.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up. Well, listen, what an atmosphere last night. You already know that. There was a lot of people in that stadium. Sure, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, now, sure. I don't know who they was cheering for.
Right.
They might not know either. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It almost I guess that's how soccer games are, right? Because you can't really hear like.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But the Eagles won. Yes. And that made me happy. I had bought last year, I bought a Jalen Hurts jersey. And because I wanted to support him, I'm standing behind him, man. Like he's going to win a championship. And please, people don't they still think he can't throw. Shout out to my guy Stan Field. He's a good dude. And again, he doesn't know that I'm saying all this because Facebook's a newspaper. Social media is a newspaper to me. So when I see people comments, I'd be like, I don't know if I feel that way, whatever. But okay. So I know him and there's a whole lot of contingent that I know a lot of Eagle fans. And his particular comment, he said QB1 is something. Like, it's just, he's terrible. You know what I'm saying? And my son, his friends, Jalen Hurts, he's terrible. He sucks. He sucks as a quarterback. He's this, he's that. I can hear all the narratives. Even when I was watching him play, I'm hearing all the narratives, whatever. Right. And you know what? And part of it, he got a little swag though. Like, I don't know. I got something with the single hoop earring. You know what I'm saying? I got something against that a little bit.
Trying to be like Mike.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. But listen, here's what I want to find, and I want to ask you guys. He didn't play well. That's clear, all right? But that offensive line didn't play well, okay? So I think there's more of their blame than his blame. But at the end of the day, he made winning plays that mattered. And the Eagles won. I forget the exact score. They won by
34-29.
34-29, okay? And then another thing, I saw a comment that somebody said, the D is pause, but the D is really good. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm like, they gave up 29. That's not good. Like, that's terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time the Eagles scored, they scored.
Right back, yeah.
So I don't know. One of y'all, y'all could take it first. It don't matter. Whoever wants to take it. But what's your thoughts about the game? Just give me some of your commentary about what you feel about the game.
Yeah, I mean, a win's a win, right? So I think that's the most important thing. And I also think week one is almost like one of the toughest times to get a win because you really don't know what you have. We've talked about it plenty of times, how the starters don't really play in preseason.
Right.
So now it's kind of a learning experience for everybody. And you don't really know what the other team has. And you guys know scouting is a huge part of sports now. So when you can't even really scout the other team, you have no idea what's coming. So I think that makes it tough. So to get out of week one with a win, I think is always a super positive thing.
True.
Right.
I don't think the Eagles on any front played their best game, right? So I don't think Jalen Hurts was very good. But like you said, he made plays winning plays, which is important. The defense, I don't think, was good at all. To give up 29 points, we're not going to win many games if they keep giving up 29 points. So I think it's just a learning experience for everybody. I don't think you can go into this and say this guy sucks. He's this, he's that.
Right.
I think it's just kind of okay. We got out of week one with a win. Now hopefully we can build on that. Now also we beat a team that many people are saying are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They look really good though.
So that's positive. So to come out, it's not like we beat a bad team like we did last year. We were 10-1. We were beating a lot of bad teams, barely beating them. So I think to get out of week one against the team that's supposed to be good with the win, I think is a positive. But yes, they got to clean up a lot of stuff, as do pretty much every team's going to come out of week one saying the same thing.
Absolutely. Bird, let me hear from you.
Yeah, nah. Like y'all both said, a win is a win. I'm definitely glad. I'd rather be 1-0 than 0-1 right now.
Sure indeed.
Also, like Coach has said, it was against a good team. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the Packers right there in the mix. So that was a positive as well. The funny thing, though, was because, we played last night. So when we got to our watering hole, we got there like at the second quarter or so, around in there somewhere. But I think that's when Barkley scored. Mm-hmm. And the announcers started talking. I was like, what's going on? Like, I forgot they was in Brazil for a second.
Right. Wow.
We got this on the wrong channel. This is
right.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. They're in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? But, I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wish we didn't give up a home game for it, but,
Oh, wow. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
And I heard this guy volunteered to go over there.
It doesn't surprise me.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard he volunteered to have the Eagles give up their home game to play their home game in Brazil.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But overall, you know what I'm saying, just got some things to clean up. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I did, as much as it pains me, all I could think about is the Giants are dumb. I think who's the owner? Mara, I think his name is, or whatever. Mara.
Barkley played well.
He played very well, right? So Mara is probably sitting there. Mara is probably sitting there saying like, "Yo, who else am I firing next, yo?" I would. Who all knew?
Right.
Who all knew that y'all didn't value him?
Right.
What's wrong with y'all? So now you're actually seeing how the Eagles have vastly improved since last year. This offense really should be set up to be explosive and dynamic. I'm talking about almost to the level of when T.O. came. What's your thoughts about that? Because when I first, and again, when I was living in Delaware, and he was 04-05 season, right? When I first saw T.O. and the Eagles, I said, yo, you talking about high power octane 94 offense? Oh my goodness. That's what this offense should look like. And maybe that offensive line got to get better. I don't know. Give me some thoughts, MB. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna like what I have to say. It's just gonna come down to Hurts. I think that's what it's gonna come down to. And you talk about that, that team with T.O. This team has more weapons than that team.
Right? So it should be.
Right. So it should be better than that.
Right.
But I think it's gonna come down to her. And I agree, the offensive line obviously has a lot to do with that. Right. But I think with that, I don't want him to fall into, I think, the same thing McNabb fell into when he was like, you know what, I'm going to prove to everybody that I'm a quarterback, not just a running quarterback. Right. And I think that hurts him because I think there was a couple plays that I remember that when it was like, yo, go, take off. Right. And he was trying to sit back there and show that he could. And it's like, that's not what makes you who you are.
Exactly.
What makes you who you are is because you're that dual threat.
Right.
And I think that will also help the offensive line if he has that threat to run where guys are less they're more worried about, they don't want to get too far upfield and give him lanes to run.
Right.
But if he's not going to run, now the guys on the outside are just taking off trying to get to him. So, I think it comes down to Hurts. because, like you said, the weapons are there. They have two stud wide receivers, and then Dotson got one pass thrown to him last night. Like,
wow,
and he was I believe he was the Commanders' maybe one or two receiver. Like, he can't even get the ball here. So I think they have the tools. I think they have the weapons, and I think Hurts can do it. I just think he's got to be the one who's going to make us go.
Yeah, what's your thoughts, CB?
Offensively, I think it's going to like we were saying, it's game one, so those new pieces on the line. Little time to gel, you know what I'm saying? Just to get their feet wet, you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling Coach, we had a couple guys on the field for us yesterday, their first time in that spotlight, and the light was a little too bright for them. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they'll get that together. And but then Hurts has to orchestrate this thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want Hurts. A couple plays it seemed like he was playing hero ball. Like, bro, you don't have to do it all by yourself. We got you help. Right. Or just just throw it away. You know what I'm saying? Like stop doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So what do you think some of it has to do with because there's a new offensive coordinator? You know what I'm saying? So some of the plays, like I can't believe that you have those many weapons and he's just sitting in that pocket dancing, trying to find someone to throw it to, and nobody's open. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so what is there any credence to maybe some of the schemes? Or you know what I'm saying? That's a two-part question. Right. So I want you to answer about the schemes, but also let's get back to the line thing, giving them time to gel, right? And you talked about the high school team. Now, high school is something different. Y'all ain't playing that many scrimmages or whatever. Right. But them same boys, I'm hoping, was playing during the preseason versus the Eagles or the joint practices or whatever. Right. So there should be a little gelling.
True.
They were getting. I thought they were getting punked. That's what I thought. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know just give me some thoughts on that, but definitely about the schemes.
Go ahead. Right. I mean, from like I said, I caught it from the second quarter on. I was liking what I saw out there. Okay. I think it's just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying?
So it needs to coagulate.
I think it's a lot.
I got
we can play definitely a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I was happy for the most part. Okay. I mean, even though we gave 29 points, something like that. Right. I mean, we held them a couple times in the red zone, the field goals. You know what I'm saying? So took some positive things out of that. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're all just going to, as the weeks go, right, and we stay healthy. You know, that's going to be the big thing because you see what happened to Jordan Love at the end of the game. Right. 12 seconds.
No, I didn't actually.
He got like kind of high low. Somebody had him up high. Somebody grabbed him down low. The leg had to basically carry him off the field. But it's only like 12 seconds left in the game. So and now you got to travel. What's that I think they said their ride is a 10-hour flight. Yeah. So they're just going to elevate it so it won't swell too much. And, evaluate it when he touchbacks down. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But I think we're just going to get better now. If this is it, we're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is our ceiling, we're in trouble. But I just want to keep progressing. We got the win. Now let's get in the film room
and figure out what we're going to do.
You know what I'm saying? And let's just keep progressing. I think we got Atlanta next Monday night. I think so.
And two, not this Monday. The following
Monday. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. I mean, listen. I mean, a win's a win. I just, when you come back and it's the first game, you really don't want to, especially when you make all these different additions, you don't want to see them fall back into the same rut. Right. And that's kind of what I saw. I saw still glaring deficiencies with the line and the defense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it makes me say that maybe you should have paid, what's his name, Malcolm Jenkins? What's his name? No, Malcolm.
Oh, yeah, we did not.
Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, because
I thought Malcolm Jenkins.
Malcolm Jenkins. Right. The pass rush was definitely non-existent.
Right. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what? Listen, you ever want to know your value? Just leave the room. Right. And if you're missing, if they miss you, then you're valuable. You know what I'm saying?
True,
like if they don't miss you, and you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm happy. Hurts got this victory, but it doesn't do nothing for some of the critics, and the critics still don't think that he's a good quarterback. And I'm just like, if he doesn't make that run, we're kind of in trouble. I think that was the key play of the game. One of the key plays of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
That first down.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And that I thought it was a dangerous dangerous throw to Smith. Was that on the screen?
Oh,
when he got the first down there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a dangerous throw, but he made it and he completed. Yeah. And so I'm saying, so sometimes you could, maybe not have that general Saquon
right
in the beginning, but when it's winning time,
make the play.
You know what to do in money time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, but on the other side of that is you could say that if he plays better earlier, they're not
in that situation. Right. Okay. True. So that's true. So anyway, listen, overall, I think everybody's happy that the Eagles won. I'm happy, like I said, because I'm rooting for Jalen Hurts. I'm disappointed at the fact that, Barkley had a great game. and the Giants are in trouble. I was gonna wear this yesterday, right? And then I was like, I'm not wearing that, yo. I'm loyal to the Giants. Like it's a difference, you know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna go to a Philly game, right? And I'm like, I've never been to a baseball game where I didn't represent my squad. You know what I'm saying? So I like to at least, have a little, maybe a Philly hat or something like that. But then I'm like, nah, I can't buy no Philly hat. Because number one, if I buy a Philly hat, just shit y'all. Excuse my language. I lost my way. I lost my way for a minute. Yo, the stuff y'all going to talk is going to be ridiculous. So I said, Jay.
Please get one.
Right. I said, Jay, we ain't going. So, and it was going to be a good game because that's the game that Castellanos walked off at home. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a great game. I was like, I ain't going, man. I ain't going. Because I said, yo, you know what? If I get a hat or something like that, I can hear them talking junk. I said, absolutely not.
You're welcome. Come on.
Who does the Giants open up with? I don't even know.
Yo, I'm not even locked in, son. I'm not even locked in. I can't even lock in. I can't. Because what's the purpose of watching?
Vikings.
At home. Okay.
Vikings got the dub.
Is that a starting quarterback?
The quarterback's done?
Well, their first round pick quarterback got hurt.
Yeah. Was he starting or they brought somebody? I think they brought a veteran in to start.
They do have a vet, but I'm pretty sure.
Is it Wentz? No, it's not Wentz.
Nah, it's not Wentz. Wentz is in
Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Okay.
It is Darnold. Is Wentz in Wentz not in KC, is he? I saw Wentz in KC.
Wentz is in KC.
Wow. In a preseason game, I know I saw
Wow. Wentz is backing up Mahomes?
Trying to get a ring.
Right. All right, right. Okay, right. There we go. Right.
So, if Carson Wentz wins a ring, is he better than Jalen Hurts? Wow.
No, come on.
I'm not asking a question.
No. Carson Wentz getting a ring is the same as Jeremy Lin having a ring.
If Carson Wentz, if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, okay, are you listening? And they're up big, and they put Carson Wentz in the fourth quarter, and he brings it home,
right,
to end the season as the quarterback.
Yeah, the Carson Knights are going to be like, "Yo, he helped win the game."
No, he won it. He was the
won the game. Yeah, the Carson Knights will be happy. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. He has a chance though, but I tell you this though. Now, if he doesn't, then listen clearly, Carson Knights. If the Chiefs don't make it to the Super Bowl and they struggle, I'm going to say it's the Carson effect. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not against that.
But good stuff. So come on, what's up with these Phillies now? Since we were just talking about the P and whatever.
Well, that's why I got the hat on today.
You were rolling.
Oh, okay.
I believe we got the best record in the league once again, I believe.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I believe so. I know definitely in the National League.
We do.
Back on top, but I think it's in the league too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Rolling. What did we win? 16-2?
16-2 last night.
Okay.
Little offense.
Oh, no, a whole lot of offense, right.
Well, we had, you can say a lot, but I think our best pitcher, Wheeler, last night went into the fourth inning having only thrown 20 pitches.
That's great. Wow.
Which is crazy.
Right.
But yeah, they're they're playing well.
Yeah.
Starting to roll.
They're starting to, the guys that you were expecting to hit are starting to hit. Except for one of them who I don't know why he's still playing. I think Harper needs to sit for a little while and get healthy.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell he's just not. You can tell.
Physically struggling.
But other than that, everybody seems to be rolling. The pitching's coming together. Finally took Taijuan Walker out of the rotation. Which is huge.
Sheesh.
Even though Tyler Phillips came in for him and didn't do much better, but no, they're starting to get back to. I'm not going to say where they were at the beginning of the season, but just to the team that we think they can be, and a team that can be competitive and compete for a World Series.
And with baseball being so long, you wanna hit your stride at the right moment going into September, you know what I'm saying, into the rolling into October. So hopefully we can sustain this. Tyler Phillips, he's South Jersey guy.
Is that Eustace?
Eustace, I believe.
Oh wow.
I think Eustace,
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, 16 runs. I mean, the Marlins, they're not good. Yeah. So they.
But you know what though? I ain't even gonna look at it like that because we always struggle with the Marlins.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? We always struggle with the Marlins. So I look at this as, thank you, because this is what you're supposed to be doing to the Marlins.
Right.
But for some reason,
the Phillies always struggle
with the Marlins. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So I mean, they're saying that maybe there's a case for Zach Wheeler as Cy Young. You know what I'm saying? They say, I guess he's pitching, well. I don't know. The last time I remember, it's not a shot though, but last time I remember is the Yankees rocked them. I don't really, I'm not really remembering too much, you know what I'm saying? But no, they're rolling 16 runs. I mean, and we talked about it offline, Coach. Could we say that Friday was like a super Friday? I don't know.
It was not. It was not the best Friday in Eagles. In Philadelphia sports history. Okay. I think that was a couple years ago.
Okay.
But it was. It was a good. I think it was an exciting Friday. I think the Phillies did everybody a favor by getting up big early.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it wasn't even like people had to go back and forth and check and because people are still now the Phillies importance has gone down huge.
Right.
Oh, big time.
Right.
Because of the start of the NFL series.
Oh, yeah.
Season. But, people are still into it. I know I was going back and forth until they got up big. I stopped, not even worried about it. But it's a good time of year. It's a good time to be a Philadelphia fan, at least for a couple more weeks.
Okay. That's good. All right. So, I mean, so do you think that they've righted the ship and now they can, try to, do you think that they are potentially a World Series team with how they are constructed today? Even though I still think the pitching, especially the relief pitching, is a glaring hole. If you're depending on Alvarado, you're in trouble.
Who we're not.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Who's your closer?
Estevez.
Okay. I've seen, that's why I'm talking about the relief pitcher. The relief pitcher is not what they used to be.
For sure.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
True.
They used to come in and shut it down.
Yeah,
so
true.
the bullpen got to be right. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes your starters, especially in a series, you can scout more. You know what I'm saying? And you pick up more on tendencies a little bit. So that's my only concern. But do you see them making it to the World Series?
I mean, I think they got a great chance, you know what I'm saying? And not even trying to sound like a homer, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I think I think pitching wise, their strength is that starting rotation.
Okay.
So hopefully come playoff time, we can get our starters to go pretty deep in games.
Yeah.
Well, deep as in today's baseball.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Get me to the 6th inning, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
7th if possible. You know what I mean? Hold us down to the 7th, and then we don't have to worry about bringing all the the relief type pitchers in. But I think if we can pitch well, we can win the whole thing. And of course, we got to hit the ball. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like Coach said, I know Harper's probably not asking for it. I know he's not. He doesn't seem to be wired that way that he's going to Coach, I need some time. But come on, Rob or somebody on that staff, sit this guy down for a couple games. You know what I'm saying? Let him get right, because it looked like nagging injuries, nothing crazy, but just nagging. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a tweak in your oblique.
Right. No, I got you.
Just nags your elbow or something where you just need a couple days off just to get right. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
I don't know. I mean, Harper, I don't want as much as I like Harper, I don't want Harper to. It seems like he's going to become like Don Mattingly, like the new Don Mattingly. You know what I'm saying? Mattingly was, good, and just didn't win that ring.
Right,
just didn't get that ring. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm hopeful that he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I think that's good for him because he's really good.
Yeah, he is.
He's really good, and I think he belonged in Philly.
Yeah,
he fits.
He fits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about Philly baseball, you're gonna think about him.
And I think that's part of the reason why I'm sure they've had the conversation of, do you want to sit a couple games?
Right.
And he's gonna say no.
Right.
And I think he's an example of a guy you kind of have to shield from himself.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you're going to take, and he even came out and said, he goes, but it's not something 1 or 2 days is going to fix.
Right.
So then give him 5.
Right.
Give him 6. Give him what he needs right now so that we can make this run. Especially when guys are hitting, like Cody Clemens is hitting the ball right now. Let him go play. Let him play.
Yeah.
Because in a week, he's not going to be hitting the ball. And then, so let him, while these guys are hot, let him go. Weston Wilson's hitting. Let him go.
Yeah.
But on the relief pitching note, I just want to throw out there, I think we have 4 relievers that I trust.
Okay.
When you have Orion Kirkering, Strahm, Hoffman, and Estevez. So, I mean, I think, like you said, Coach, if we can get to the 6th inning with our relievers, I feel pretty good.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a situation where I'm like, oh, these guys got to go 8 or
right.
I think we have 4 guys that I trust that obviously anything can happen with any of them, but I think we have 4. And Alvarado hasn't been bad since he's been back. He's actually been a lot better than from when he took his leave of absence. So, I think we're in a good spot. I mean, obviously, winning a World Series is super hard, So to say, I think we're going to win is tough. But I think we have as good a chance, if not better, than anybody else in the National League to get there. Dodgers being the next best team, and we played very well against them this season. And it's the teams like the Braves and the Diamondbacks that scare me more than like the Dodgers or the Brewers or anybody like that. So, I mean, I think we're in a good spot, and I think we can, make some things happen.
Well, we'll see, and hopefully they'll meet my Yankees there. But we're struggling. We're struggling. We're really, what you just did like a Fred thing, man.
That was funny. Because in the moment I didn't know he did that.
I'm like, oh wow, I said, yo, Freddie, so I said, oh, he agreed real fast on that one.
Well, I agreed because I was about to bring it up. So that's where I was going next too. So that's why
we're struggling. The Yankees are struggling.
I don't know if I want to see that series.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't blame you.
It's one of those things where everybody's like, oh, we want to play the best teams to win.
Oh yeah, well,
I just kind of want to win.
You want to win the series?
I kind of want to win.
Let me get that ring.
I'm not really worried about who we play. Let me
get that ring.
Yeah. My Yankees are struggling, and again, why are they struggling? Of course, if you don't hit, you can't score runs, right? So that's always a narrative. But the pitching, and specifically the relief pitching.
We got you.
I think his name is Clay Holmes. He sucks. He sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just know
when he comes in, is it?
It's like, yo, you know what? And sometimes you can tell with how he's handling a batter.
Okay.
Right? That's how I can tell. Like, okay, I'm like, oh wow, this batter is like a fly. You know what I'm saying? Like a nuisance. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he's like, and then finally he gets a hit. I'm like, in trouble. Because now that pitcher is fatigued.
Right.
And he's like, yo, he got me. So, you know what I'm saying? And you just can see, it's almost like with Alvarado, I can't lie. Like, you know what I mean? He'll make a pitch and so we're in trouble. And I've seen this narrative too many times. If we falter and we are a quick exit, Aaron Boone has to go.
That's it.
I think he has to go because he's not the right je ne sais quoi for the team. Okay. I don't care if you bring somebody, we bring Torrey back. You know what I'm saying? Bring anybody. Like, but he's not going to make it.
Aaron Boone, Cherry Hill, right?
Is he?
Aaron Boone might be a Cherry Hill guy for some reason. I could have it wrong. I could be thinking about somebody else. I gotta look that up.
Listen, well, if he's a Cherry Hill guy, his behind will be home soon, okay? If he don't get the job done. Because you can't have that fall, not as a Yankee team, you can't have that type of fall from grace like that.
You said bring anybody back. You mentioned Torrey. And then there's another coach I think they had before, after that. Who was before Boone?
Oh, Girardi.
Do you want him back?
No.
You can have him.
No. Well, no. What Girardi did, I mean, Girardi was garbage. You know what I'm saying? He just, I didn't like Girardi. I didn't like him as a player. I like when Posada came.
That surprises me because he's like what you want the Phillies to have as a player.
What I'm saying, well, you know what? Defensively, he was good, right? Defensively, I just didn't like him as a player. I'd rather Posada. I thought they played better with Posada. Posada was a switch hitter. I just thought they were better with Posada.
Way better.
But Girardi wasn't bad though. He was serviceable. Yeah, serviceable. And that's all you need as a catcher. I think.
That's what
I don't think you need Realmuto. How's he doing, by the way?
Doing pretty well.
He's doing all right. But yeah, I don't think you need that. Those are those type of positions where I don't think you need to have like an elite person.
And he's not from Cherry Hill, by the way.
Oh.
Isn't all relative to what else you have?
What you mean?
Like the rest of your team. Like if we don't have, so what's the position that you need to be so you're saying you need a good defensive catcher.
Yes. I need somebody that can call a good game and can throw out some runners.
Right. But offensively, it doesn't really matter.
I mean,
just hit 220.
Yeah, because you really most catches are the bottom of the lineup, right?
So what is a position where that you need a good offensive player at?
I think first, this is a great point here that you're bringing up.
I'm just saying, so if you don't have a great hitter at one of those positions, then your catcher's got to be able to hit.
Yeah, see,
and that's where the Phillies are, because you have a center fielder that can't hit.
Yeah,
you have a left fielder that's who knows who's even playing left field, right? Crazy. So I think if you have a catcher that can do both, you got to pay him.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I say so. So I think when you're looking at a baseball player, the value is, can the baseball player hit? Can they field at that position? Right?
Yeah.
So the catcher, well, let's say center fielder, right? Yeah. The center fielder has to be able to play a good position, right?
That's the priority.
Yeah. Right. So, Matt, this is great points, though. So, when you're selecting the baseball player, what's more of the priority?
Probably depends on the position.
It's great because, like in basketball, right? Your point guard. Do you care more about him scoring or distributing the ball and setting the team up?
See, I think basketball's a little different because you only have 5 guys, right? So you can't afford to have.
I mean, 5 guys playing at one time.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Meaning you can't afford to have. And I think this is where basketball has changed. You can't afford to have a guy on the court who can't do, 100% can't do something.
Right.
Because now it's easier for the other team to guard. Like, there's teams that we've played that one of our, I guess to me, it was our biggest upset of the season last year. And we just didn't guard one kid.
Wow. Okay.
We won by 20.
Wow.
When we guarded him the first 2 times, we lost.
Right.
And we're like, all right, let's just not guard him.
Right.
And we won. So it was easy. So you know what I mean? So I think basketball, but in baseball, I agree. As we're talking through this, there's certain, your center fielder has to be able to feel. Right. And most of the time, though, it's probably because your left fielder and your right fielder are strong hitters, not so good in the field.
Right.
So that center fielder has to be able to cover.
That's a good point.
So
that's a great point.
And a lot of times, usually your first baseman isn't a great fielder.
Right.
So maybe
hit the ball.
So maybe the question is, I want to ask, what position in baseball? Maybe it's the same question that you just asked me. Maybe. What position in baseball is it okay that your fielding expertise is better than your hitting expertise?
Off the top of my head, I would just say center field and catching.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe second base.
Shortstop.
Shortstop, you gotta be a stud.
Yeah,
You have to be.
You gotta be great.
You gotta be at everything, right? Everything.
It's funny that we bringing this up because I don't know what position he plays, but one of the Giants players just signed a big extension for like maybe $151 million, something like that. And the commentator said if he was able to hit the ball, like if he was just as good at the plate as he was in the field, that extension would be for like $300 million.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I forgot who it is or what position he plays, but I know it just happened a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder what position he plays because they basically extended him with some dough for his defense.
but you see. I mean, I guess that kind of can translate to basketball, right? Because you do hire like Pat Bev. Pat Bev is a defensive specialist, right? Nobody cares about his offense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, never looked at it like that.
I still think that with the catcher, you can get away if he's like you said, that 220, 250. Maybe like 10 home runs.
And like Coach said, I think it just depends on the makeup of the other guys on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But then
like if I got a first baseman that's crushing the ball, then yeah, my catcher don't have to be crushing the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But look at it like, okay, I got a first baseman crushing the ball. I got a catcher that's crushing the ball, but my pitching staff stinks.
Yeah, well,
so now somebody's expendable.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. So who's expendable?
See, I think they did it. I didn't think they like you're saying, like where they not went cheap or where they didn't put the money into. Like you always said, pitching. I think it's been the outfield. So I think they haven't found that left fielder or center fielder. And I think Marsh could be the left fielder if they had somebody better, like somebody who could hit in center.
Right.
But they haven't found that. So I think having a JT or even probably more importantly, a Schwarber who can DH and actually, hit has allowed them the time to try to figure all the other stuff out.
Got you.
I'll tell you that the DH being in the National League now is huge. Because if we had to have Schwarber in left field,
like we did last
oh my God.
A Schwarber bomber.
I know he'll make it up a little bit at the plate, but Jesus.
That was an adventure out there. He was out there. Wow. They had him out there the other day, and I was like, why? Like, why?
Right. For why?
Well, listen, like I said, we started this segment with Bryce Harper. Definitely want him to get better. Listen, if the Phillies make it, the Phillies play, I'm going to be rooting for him. Okay, I'm just not buying no gear or whatever, but I'm going to be rooting for him because I realize I've been out here like 15 years now. So like, I like these teams, man. and I like the people that like the team. So what I would be like, they garbage. While everybody else like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't do that. So, but the thing is now, what Bryce has been to the Phillies, the sad thing is that his final resting place, when they celebrate him, is going to be like on that wall. See, that's why I think Phillies management, you have to do. Matter, we need to probably start a campaign. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold up, build the wall. You know what I'm saying? Build the wall. Like something's got to change because listen, think about all the wonderful things that Bryce has done. And this is how you honor him. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's almost equivalent to the little Hasbro trophy they gave AI, son. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Isn't there like there's a level higher than the Wall of Fame?
No doubt.
No, meaning in the stadium. There's something.
No. At Philly Stadium? Or Yankee Stadium?
Philly, not. No, I'm not.
They got a whole museum up there.
I'm not saying that. But isn't there like, don't they have guys who have like their numbers retired? There's something like that. There has to be. And if there's not, then we have a problem.
So you mean that like the wall is almost just like the appetizer? Is that kind of what you...
The wall is for like contributors.
Okay. Okay.
okay.
But then there's another level.
They might have like a ring of
like there's something
I don't know.
Well, Mike Schmidt was on that.
No, you're on both. If you're on one, you're on both.
Right. Okay. And who was the other? What's his name? Oh, Ashburn. Richie. Yeah. Richie Ashburn. Right. I don't know, Coach.
There's got to be. Because, like Mike Schmidt and, I don't know, aren't equal.
No, you're right. But what I'm saying, though, is that, and now I'm glad that you're seeing it because, like, you have to do something more than this little poster. Like,
for those guys, for some of those guys, that's enough. That's what it should be.
That's good.
That's where they're
okay. At. Like you said, you always said, listen, you can be there and you won't even know it's there. You can walk past it straight up.
That's not good.
That's not good. So you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be a little better. It's, like I said,
hold on. Okay. Where's this at?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So they have this thing. And I know that people like they have whatever that is.
I see. Okay. All right. Yeah. Listen.
Obviously, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you see this thing because this looks like an attempt of the Phillies trying. You ever just put something up because they need something like the space. I just want to see bare wall there. I got to put something here.
Well, these are the retired numbers. So they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 retired numbers.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Hold on. I think it's 8. 9 including Jackie Robinson.
Oh, well, that's everybody did that.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what's up.
Okay. All right. So where's it? Out where though? I mean,
I think it's got to be somewhere in that outfield.
Okay.
Somewhere out there.
Yeah, see, that's what leads me to that perspective.
Right.
They had to, you know what? Somebody said, you know what? We need something there. Like that. And somebody said, why not just put some retirement jerseys? You know what? That's what it seemed like to me, Coach. I don't know. But listen, I definitely hope that the Phillies get there. And I hope that it becomes the Phillies and the Yankees or whatever. So, but anyway, we got to move. WNBA. And and shout out to Fred because I just be laughing. Fred's funny, man. But he said, I'm kind of like a fanboy for Caitlin Clark, and I'm like, I see why. Because I'm like, she's balling.
She's balling.
So what do she had a triple double this?
A real one too.
A real one. It wasn't a baby one.
A real one.
And that was what I wanted to say. Yeah, it wasn't a baby one.
26, 10, 10 or something.
Yeah, 26, 10, and 10. That's pretty impressive. And you know what I like? And we're still going back and forth with this, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, right? That's still the narrative, right? But here's where I think that there's some separation with Caitlin Clark. Her teammates seem motivated by her. I don't see the teammates being motivated by Angel Reese. Okay. Like, I feel like people getting behind Caitlin Clark.
Right.
It's like that. Here the Geno say quoi.
Right.
It's like rubbing off. I don't see that with Angel Reese. And I think that I just think she's really good. I may be a fanboy too. I think she's really good because it's like, that's the reason why I was watching. I said, oh wait, Caitlin Clark. Oh yeah. Now I don't know if I like all the. But maybe she's just playing. She's just having fun, right? So I don't know. What's your thoughts, MB, on? Did you watch the triple double? Did you watch any of the games?
I didn't watch the game.
What's your thoughts on it, though?
No, I agree with you. I think her teammates have definitely, jumped on board with what she's doing. I mean, but I think a lot of it has to do with when you start winning, it's easy to jump on.
Yeah.
They were the worst team in the league last year. That's why they got Caitlin Clark. And now they've already clinched the playoff spot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, I think that's when you have a player that comes in and changes the culture like that of winning, it's easy for people to fall in line.
Right.
And I think she's, and we only see the videos of what is posted and all that, but it seems like her teammates actually like her.
Right.
Right. Whereas you can see a lot of the hate that she gets, you might think that her teammates have that same thing too, but you can see that, that's not the case.
Right.
And when you have Angel Reese and her team are 12-22 and probably won't make the playoffs. Maybe could make the playoffs, but she's just and it's not a negative. She's not leading that team towards their goal right now, and where you can see a clear turnaround with Indiana and what Caitlin Clark's doing. So I think that's the difference in that. But she's a really, really good player, and I think as soon as everybody just realizes that and gets over the other stuff, man, everybody will be a fan.
Right. What's your thoughts,
I agree. I like Caitlin Clark.
You do.
She's balling. You know what I'm saying? How can you not like a baller like that?
Right.
She gets buckets. She gets assists. She gets, you know what I'm saying? She plays hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She takes her lumps. She knows everybody's coming at her, and she's still putting in work.
Right.
I just like the game of basketball.
Right.
So, and I like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when she's on and I'm, not at practice or something, and I can catch her, I definitely tune in. You know what I'm saying? And I think Angel Reese just needs to be on the right team with some pieces around her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think she's decent. You know what I'm saying?
I think she's all right, too.
Like 20-something the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she fits in the league.
Right.
But, she I don't think right now, anyway, she's capable of doing what Caitlin Clark is doing for her squad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't even think they're in the same.
Angel Reese, I don't either. Yeah. I think it's hands down Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I think so.
Award to lose.
Yeah, I think so too.
And she probably won it already. She probably not play the rest of the season and still get the Rookie of the Year. You know
I think the thing that because when did the controversy with them begin? Was it this thing? Because she don't do that no more.
Right,
have you ever seen?
Right.
I don't see her do this no more.
Right.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a good thing. But when the controversy began between her and Angel Reese? Or
I think. So it's fine. Angel Reese, it's almost like WWE to me. Like Angel Reese was always the bad guy, and Caitlin Clark was always the good guy. And it wasn't always against each other. It was just that's how everybody portrayed them.
Sure,
right? Angel Reese was the bad guy. So no matter what Angel Reese did, everybody it was like just liking the bad guy. Like sometimes you like the bad guy. And I think that just carried over. And then they played each other and the you can't see me happened and all that. And I think that just added fuel to it. But I think I don't really see why is it one versus the other. They don't play the same positions. They don't do anything. They don't play alike. There's nothing really similar to their games at all. So I don't understand why except for the WWE thing where it's good guy versus bad guy. That's the only reason why it's even a comparison. And I think Caitlin Clark doesn't add any fuel to the fire, whereas I think Angel Reese, because she's the bad guy, keeps the flame lit and keeps it going and keeps bringing up things. And so,
do you think that
she's playing her role?
Right. Do you think that playing her role? So she's doing it like she's like full on in character.
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think
because it keeps her relevant.
Exactly.
Right.
Because if she's not doing that,
then she's not relevant.
Right. Ain't nobody talking about Angel Reese, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's still gonna be all, Caitlin.
I think that she did have the moment though in college. And I think that's what it was, is like because she did something and people were kind of like, getting on her.
Right.
And she's like, wait a minute, hold up. Like she do it all the time and whatever. So then it became more of other, perspectives got into into that, that situation or whatever. But now, I think now it's more about just keeping her relevant, trying to keep her, and you can't knock her. That's her brand, right?
She's setting records in the WNBA too. All time. Yeah. So she's not a scrub. She's not bad. She's not, you know what I mean? It's not. She's just not. When we talk about why the WNBA has changed in popularity, it's to me, it's because of the Caitlin Clarks and the Kelsey Plums and the Asia Wilsons who can play, like who have the skill that we all love to see.
Right.
But now with those players, you have to have your Angel Reeses and your Camila Cardozas who are just down in on the block doing the dirty work. Like that's part of the game, and she does that part well. Right. It's just not as exciting to watch. Right. And I think for her to have the success that she has in the game, averaging double-doubles, whether it's baby double, whatever, she's still, setting records, but not get the recognition because it's not entertaining the way she plays, right? But she's still putting in the work and doing things. She has the numbers. It's just not as entertaining.
And the thing about it, and see, you know, because you had some of the old WNBA players come out, and they was talking. They felt some type of way too about all this media attention that Caitlin Clark is getting and whatever. And again, I think there were other perspectives in it. And I'm always for, you know, equality. You know what I'm saying? On any end of the coin, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that I kind of am seeing though a little bit is that it seems to me that I just lost my point. Isn't that amazing? Does that happen to y'all?
Yeah.
Right. Man, you could use like little words to kind of like
try to figure it out.
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm trying to, I got like the right brain trying to like, yo, what was that? Yo, it's done. I lost it. I lost it, yo. But I got my point.
Okay,
I got it back.
there you go.
So the older WNBA players, they hating on her, but Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are breaking records. Now, how are they breaking records in their first year? And these other players have been playing for many years. That you have to celebrate that.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely.
You have to do that. But you know what? Listen, you know, they say that money is the root of all evil. And it is. The love of money. Let me be clear. Not money. The love of it. Let me be clear. But I also will say this, though. Jealousy is also something, too.
Oh, yeah, true.
And you know what? When, you know, I don't know. I guess I never really understood it because I'm not a jealous person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody else got something more, I'm like, I gotta get my money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I think. And so it becomes inspiring. But sometimes people, they get a little jealous. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be at play too. Sure. But so listen, we about to land the plane because I don't know of any other things going on other than that. You guys, how you guys feeling? You should be feeling a little excited.
For
He knows.
I mean,
he knows.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay, why not?
I think it's a ploy but so we're talking about are the Philadelphia 76ers
coming to my hometown, baby.
going to become the New Jersey
coming to my hometown,
76ers or whatever they
or
want.
maybe Camden.
They're coming to my hometown.
They can't do that.
They can't because it has to be.
It's coming to the waterfront, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
They down there already. They got the practice facility. Let's go. Let's knock some.
The Camden
knock some
76ers.
things down.
Could you see it?
No.
Easy access.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't see it. You can't see it come to Jersey.
Over
No.
the
I
bridge,
can't be the Camden
They
76ers.
can't get in 70s. Okay.
It's right there with the bridge.
Okay.
Get in, get out.
No.
Take the
How
fab.
about this? South Jersey 76.
See, now we're talking.
Not New Jersey, South Jersey. So
I think it's
the point I gotta be. Go ahead.
I think it's a ploy for the Sixers just to get what they want out.
I think you're right.
Got you. Yeah.
I do.
I think that's a big change. I think having the practice facility in Camden, I think is great. I think it's been good for the Sixers. I think it's been good for the players as well. But I think moving everything over here, I think the city will have a.
Well, I think I agree. I actually think it's not going to happen. I think for that, I do think it's a ploy because they're just handling business. They're trying to get other offers, trying to put pressure on these other people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of a friend of mine was buying a car and the guy said, "Oh man, yeah. Listen, I got about three or four offers on this, man. And one guy had the money already, and but I'm holding it for you."
Right.
Okay. And so they were like, "Oh, but no, I said, don't go for the banana in the tail. Come on, because anybody knows." If you got the cash, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because this may not come back around.
Right, exactly.
It's gone. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what's at play.
Yeah,
but I think that it could happen because of the tax breaks.
That's true.
See, that's the thing. But the thing that it might backfire is because of the Norcross thing. And that, there's that investigation.
And all that
so that's where it's like, I don't know. But the tax breaks, most businesses are going to look at that and say,
right.
Wait a minute. You know what? I was just doing this initially as a ploy.
Right.
But this is sounding pretty good right now. I mean, over $400 million in tax breaks.
Yeah, that's.
And imagine if Governor Murphy doubles down and says, "Yo, listen, we'll finance half of it with public funds or whatever."
Right. Crazy.
That's what happened to, and that's what happened to the Oakland A's, right? Somebody came along, and they really wanted to stay in Oakland, and they said, "Well, let me bring Las Vegas in." Just to, kind of, see what they going to do. And Oakland was like,
offer got too good.
They're like, yo, we out of here. Same thing with NBA and TNT and you know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
These things happen, man. So could you see it? I mean, if it happens.
Yes.
Okay. If it happens.
Yes.
And they're called the New Jersey 76ers. Do you both finally root for the home team?
I've been rooting for them.
Right, that's how Gary said. That's been my squad.
Okay, listen.
They just happen to reside where I reside.
No, they didn't reside. No, listen. Do you now root for the home team? You're going to be wrong because you haven't rooted for the home team. You weren't a New Jersey Nets fan.
Who's our home team?
New Jersey Nets were your home team.
Okay.
No, they were. So not no more.
Okay, so who was my home team right now?
In basketball, it has to be the Sixers. Right. So that's the proximity theory. Right. But it should have been the Nets, though. You didn't like the Nets at all.
I didn't like Jason Kidd, so that took me away from the Nets.
That period. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know. But New Jersey, I hope they keep the name Philadelphia 76ers, though. I wouldn't want to.
New Jersey? I hear what you're saying, but I don't think they can.
You don't think so?
Because I think any team that plays in another state, something's wrong with them. So, like, if your team, I don't know, like the New York something, and you play in New Jersey, like, what are you doing?
Oh, see, I look at that as a boss move. Like, of course you. Though. Yo, wait a minute, hold up, listen. Yo, you know what? Yo, I'm coming over here. That's almost like some Trump stuff. Like when he get a hotel, like, yo, listen. People think that he be owning the hotel. Nah, he owned the name. He like, yo, listen, you put my name on it, it's going to be right. It's going to pop. So he got Trump hotels all over. It's the same thing. Like, I think it's a boss move.
I mean, I think it's just saying we don't have anywhere we can do this in our own state. There's nowhere good enough.
That's a great point. Yo, I see that point of view. And I think that, but I don't know. I look at it as like a boss move. Like,
of course, because that suits your narrative.
Right. I think we have to keep the name. I think the New Jersey 70. It don't sound right.
Well, it can't be 76ers anymore either.
Yeah, right.
Sure can't.
Because that's tied into Philadelphia lore.
Wow.
Wow. Change the whole thing up.
So is the Oakland A's going to be? They're going to become. I guess they're going to be the Las Vegas A's then, right? Or Las Vegas something. Yeah. If that happens,
that's I don't know.
You know what? They may not. I don't see it. I think
that's
right.
a
lot would have to happen.
A lot would have long shot.
I don't know if it being in Chinatown or in Philly though. It's tight down there. I was down there because that's out there. That's like convention center area. That's what he's talking about, right? The convention center, it's tight down there, yo.
Right.
So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, you know what? I know the lady just called me this morning. Because the spot was like, yo, listen, she better call because I see a charge on my credit card for these season tickets. So, but she did call me, you know what I'm saying? So I did lock in for some season, like 10-game package or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, again, everything sells because she was like, oh, they're going, there's only like one left. Like there's one left back in like May. Come on, you know what I'm saying? No, shout out to MT though. She is one of the best out there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out MT. Yo, listen, man. Yo, we land the plane. I don't know. Did I miss anything, Coach?
Nothing I can think of.
I don't think of. I don't think I missed anything or whatever. But yo, so listen. Let's get into the final thoughts. I know we still, and I didn't get a chance to send over the Kelly Bundy versus.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Kelly Bundy versus Waldo. Okay. Did you have? We didn't even get your perspective on that. Did you give a perspective, or like who?
I was just talking about Kelly and Waldo.
And Waldo.
Yeah, I think we said.
You said? Did you say? You need to see something. Okay.
Okay. Because like just off the top, because that used to be one of my favorite shows. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause Al Bundy was the man.
He was.
Just off the top. She has some moments, but I need to see him again.
Okay,
I need to see him again.
Well, the one moment that I saw, was all I needed. You know what I'm saying? I promise I turned it off. I said, well, that's a wrap. Because she said, when she came in, she had a bikini. She said, they only want me for my body. I don't like this. And I want them to want me for the... What's that other thing? And Al says, the mind. And she says, no, I don't mind. So I said that was it. I said, and Waldo's out there. Cole is out there. I mean, I was watching Cole last week. Cole. I was like, oh man, Cole's still out there.
I meant to put this in the. Not to cut you off. I meant to put this in our group chat, and I forgot. I gotta find it now. And it's almost messing my Waldo love up. Okay. Because it was an episode when Eddie was doing too much drinking or whatever. I think he might have been in college then. Okay. And he was coming home and his dad was talking to him, and Waldo got serious. Oh. He was like on some like, Eddie, I don't like it when you're drunk or acting like this. And I'm like, wait a minute. He serious? He got serious on me. It messed me up.
Waldo has intelligence.
Yeah. I'm gonna find that clip. And show it to y'all. So that messed me up a little bit. I was like, because I didn't remember that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was, towards the end. Right. But I'm like, Waldo just got serious. It made sense. Like, I was like, oh, okay.
But you know what? That might have knocked Waldo out.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he got intelligent.
He got intelligent, right? That's what I'm saying. Kelly made a good point. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Kelly Steve.
I don't never remember her being
not one point.
Not one point.
That's so. But no, listen. I want to bring some more, kind of these different, questions and stuff like that. Like one question, and you're probably gonna think I'm crazy, but one question I wanted to ask you. You both have refrigerators, right? Yeah. So what setting is it on?
Dang,
you don't even pay attention to it, do you? Yeah.
I think they have like every fridge has like the recommended setting.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we go one colder than that.
Okay, so that's like. Let's say it's like 1 to 6. Recommended is probably like 3. So you go 4. Probably. Okay. What about you? Same thing?
It's probably right in there somewhere.
Same thing.
We might be on the recommended. I don't even know. I got to check.
But somewhere in there, right? Somewhere in there. And listen, when you open the refrigerator, when you get home, you're going to be like, Bryce is fucking. I almost slipped again. I'm slipping. You're going to be like, Bryce is crazy here. But listen, think about.
And you're going to have me looking crazy when I go to my friends' cribs and my mom's house.
Right. What's the temperature? You know what I'm saying? So, that's a great question. I got to ask. That's the next question I got to ask. So listen, what temperature do you think it is? If you had to guess.
Oh, in the refrigerator?
In the fridge.
I ain't never.
It's just thoughts. This is the things I think about. Okay.
Because freezing is 32, right?
Freezing, right. So you know that. Look, educators in the building. You know what I'm saying?
40?
Okay, you say I would say like 40. I think like 40, between like 40, something like that. 40. Right. Somebody said one time, that's like 20, Jason. I said, what?
20? In the refrigerator?
I said, no, it's got to be like 40, 50. No, it's like 20. No, I said, do you understand if it's 20? Like,
frozen.
Like it's frozen. Like,
you got like ice.
No. I'm going to say it's lower than that. Because there are times when some of the stuff in the back is a little frozen.
Are you sure you're on number 4?
No, I'm not. I'm not at all.
Okay, right.
That's my point. So that's what made me think.
So what makes you turn it down when you start? Because I see it too. I start like, I can't take this icicles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
That's funny.
All right. Yeah. So my other question was now when you go, because you talked about when you go to somebody's house, right? Yeah. When you go to somebody's house, right? Do you look around?
Like as
in the refrigerator, or just putting everybody on the spot now. See, but you know what? You guys are seasoned enough to navigate it. You know what I'm saying?
You mean like just the whole house in general, or the?
Like, okay, let's say you go in somebody's bathroom, right?
Okay.
You go in the bathroom, you use the bathroom,
Right.
and do you look around? I'm just curious.
I mean, I'm not in the medicine cabinet.
Right.
I am.
Okay, you're looking around,
looking
like, okay, you're like, oh, it's clean.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
it's
Like,
tight.
right.
Now, do you pull the shower back?
Nah, no.
Nah, you don't go that far.
Nah, I'll go that far.
Yeah, I don't do it either.
But you know why you probably don't? Because you don't want to see it. You might be afraid of
You're thinking it though.
You might be afraid of like, damn, I hope it, like, what if I pull back and it's just like mold?
Mold it up.
What if you?
Right, you're thinking it though, right?
I mean, I'm sure I have, but like, I
have never. Yeah.
You never thought that?
I mean, I'm sure I have. Probably.
You go and you just look around. I also think I do when I go to people's houses. You look for like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna get one of those.
Yeah, that's
you get inspired. Right.
Or
Right, you get inspired. All right, last question. I know I said this was like, but this is the last question. This happened to me, a couple of years ago when I was, just out there hanging out or whatever, and I went over to a friend of my house and I used the bathroom. I had to use the bathroom, whatever. So I go in there, and there's like a pet peeve of mine when the toilet seat is down.
When it's
closed.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There's a fear that gets there. Do you guys have the same fear? Or?
What? Nah.
Wait.
Okay.
So when the lid is down.
When the lid is down, you're in the. You go.
Right.
You know what? Listen, can I use your bathroom? Sure.
Lid is
All right.
down.
Go in the bathroom. Boom. The lid is down. Is there a fear?
That like what's gonna be there when you open it?
Word.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
I probably will now.
Right.
I flush it automatically. Like, yo.
You just flush it before you.
Because if I see it,
that's gonna be a problem.
well, but it depends. Like, so if I'm at somebody's house and they got their family or whatever.
Right.
I don't care.
Right, got
it. It's happened, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's probably one of them nasty little boys or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if I go to like a female,
that's changing the mood,
right? Yo, if I go to a female crib and I see like some crumbs or something, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
I definitely didn't think this is where the show was. Oh man!
Yeah, I don't know. That thought popped into my head when you. I said, "Oh no!" Like, that's why I just automatically flush
it. You ain't gotta worry about it.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to be afraid.
I see you thinking that.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, yo, final thoughts, man. Let's land the plane. Who want to take it? Who want?
I don't even know what to say. Final thoughts. No, just have another good week of school here. Trying to get in the flow, trying to keep waking up early and get to this workout.
There we go.
Baseline Thoughts episode 3 will be out on Monday.
Nice.
Other than that, just rolling.
Oh, good stuff. What about you, C-Bing?
Yeah, same thing. The first full week of school with the kids and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get back in that groove, you know what I'm saying? I think teachers, we just live like Friday to Friday, Friday to Friday, holiday to holiday, you know what I'm saying? Like start looking at the calendar like, all right, when am I off? And,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But so, just getting right. We play Highland next Saturday.
Oh, okay.
A rare Saturday game anymore.
Okay.
I like Saturday games. I mean, because that's what I played when I played.
Afternoon,
yeah. Coming through Canton High, we had no lights back then. Right. You know what I'm saying? So all our games was Saturday
right.
12. Even, we played, other schools. It wasn't, I think in my high school football career, maybe one night game. I think somebody had some lights we might have played, but, or somebody brought in the portable lights or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, so that'll be Saturday. Okay. Just looking forward to practice. Okay. Seeing how my guys respond. That's going to be the big thing. Yeah. How we come out to practice on Tuesday, because Monday is just like film session because the JV guys go play their game. Right. Varsity-wise, just kind of film session. So it's just see how Tuesday we get back on the field, and then that'll let me know, like, all right, we're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Or it's going to be like, uh-oh.
What do you prefer, the night game or the... What do you want to? Do you prefer an afternoon game or a night game when it comes to football?
Now, when I was, that's all. The only option I had was when I'm playing, basically was Saturday. But as an adult, for the life after football and all that type stuff, let's play this thing Thursday night because we got 3 Thursday night games.
Do you really?
Yeah, we got 3. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the game over with.
Right.
Let me get a little bit of piece of my weekend. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little piece of my weekend. You know what I'm saying? Now Friday night lights are cool though too because just the atmosphere. Just, you know what I mean? We had a nice crowd. You know what I'm saying? And everything going on. But the reason why the refs asked us to move some games around, this is everybody, because it's just a shortage of refs. Right. They don't have enough. So like if everybody played on Friday night, some games. I might be out there reffing. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't have enough refs.
Is there a shortage though?
Yeah, and pretty much all sports. Basketball, same thing. Baseball, they just shortage.
That is the hardest job in America. Yeah. Okay, I have to say it. One of the hardest jobs. Why do you think there is a shortage though?
And before both of y'all answer that question, last episode of the Birdcage Show, we had Harrison Carcillo, Pennsauken basketball's head coach, and we talked about why we think there's a shortage of referees.
Oh, y'all talked? Okay, yeah, so definitely. Okay, no, so
go watch that, episode 129, the Birdcage Show. But you can still have your opinion.
No, I think it's a lot of what you guys talked about. I think it's a lot of it has to do with how out of control the environment is in sports. Yeah. And especially youth sports. I think what happens is most of these guys or women who get into officiating start off with, whether it's basketball, youth leagues, or baseball, softball, they're coaching the youngins, reffing the youngins, and it's the parents are out of control. The coaches are out of control. It's the kids, and you go watch a youth basketball league right now, and you're going to see the kids like, that was a foul. Call it. Like, what? Like, yo, just play.
Right.
And then, but they learn it from their coaches and their parents. That's where it comes from. So, I mean, as an official, it's funny because I don't like officials.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is not the individuals, just like the job itself. Like, So, I've had in my mind, like, man, like, imagine if I did that. Like, that's like, on a high school level, they're not watching film. Right. They're not going to practice. Right. They just go ref a game every day, make decent money doing it. Like, man, stay in the game. Should I do that? And then I'm like, nah, because then I got to hear this guy yell at me. I got to hear these parents. I got to hear this kid. And I'm not the one who, killed him. That was a foul. I'll be the one who's like, yo, you need to learn how to finish.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Whereas an official, you can't really do that. Right. Or a parent yelling at me. I'm like, yo, you want to come do it? Right. I'll be that guy, which you can't do. So I can't imagine why anybody would want. I get it.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. I think for a lot of people, like, especially if you love the game of basketball and you realize that, okay, I've gotten to this age, Father Time has blessed me at this age, I can't play no more. So now I have 2 tracks to go. Yeah. I'm going coaching or I'm going reffing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, I could never referee. Because you know what? The refs, they get a lot of disrespect. And I don't know, but some refs, they try, I remember this one ref and I was arguing with him and I said, yo, listen, this dude is in the lane 25 seconds. Okay? 25 seconds. Now, and we've been talking for 15. And you looking right at him. He says, well, I don't really like to call that call. And then runs down court. And I'm saying, yo, what does that mean?
Yeah, what's right.
Who says that? I don't really like that call. What?
It's a rule.
I'll say this. It's funny. We were at 2 years ago, we were at MedTech. Okay. And they had a big kid who was probably like 6. I don't know how tall that kid was. 6'6", 6'7", whatever he was. And we were very undersized that year.
Okay.
So every time down the court, I'm like, 3 seconds. And an official looked at me, and he's one of the officials I respect. And if he calls something, I don't argue with him because he's he said, Marcus, listen, I'm not calling 3 seconds.
Straight up.
And I said, cool. Blake, get in the lane. And like, so now, like, my point was, and so now our kid's doing the same thing, and it's not being called.
Right.
So I'm cool. Like,
okay.
as long as if you're not going to call it,
equality.
let's go.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so he was afraid. He said, Marcus, listen, I'm not calling 3 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, all right, bet. Like, as long as I like, and he didn't call either side. So like,
that's
fair. But I think that is one of those calls that you do not on a higher level, high school level. You just don't see it.
You don't see it.
I mean, and it happens all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
You know, we have a kid on our team who lives in the lane,
right?
And they don't call it, and then the one time an official calls it, I lose my mind.
Right.
He's like, he was in the lane. I'm like, I know, but and it's like, but that's, you know what I mean?
Right.
This hasn't been called all year. You know what I'm saying?
So, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this week coming up. Like I said, you know, I'm on a healing journey. I'm very transparent about some things. I'm on a healing journey, so. You know, next week, Monday, we just continue that journey. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I do want to, you know, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit and do want to just give like a little moment of silence. I'm so disconnected with like events and stuff like that. Like I'm just disconnected. I'm really on this journey, right? But there was a school shooting.
Oh yeah.
And there was some victims, right?
Yeah.
Right. So and you know, we here Let's Get It on the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. Even when we was the old one, we talk about things, you know what I'm saying? Some things that, you know, are outside the realm of sports,
right.
Especially life events. And I think, you know, last week, Coach Marcus, you know, you gave a special, you know, kind of shout out or a moment of silence or, you know, appreciation for the Gaudreau family.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And them. So I want to do the same for those victims, you know, that experienced that school shooting and that whole community.
Right.
So, and I want a moment of silence for them, but also for the driver that got hit and killed on 55.
Oh yeah.
Like that was crazy.
Saw that too.
So I'm gonna put it not to keep the sad moments going, but I'm gonna put in there also the young girl from Lenape.
Yeah.
Lost her life. I believe it was on. I'm not sure what day it was, but it was the first day of school at Lenape.
Oh my God!
That she passed. So London DeShields, just to give her her moment as well.
Yeah. So let's just give a moment of silence. Thank you.